Hello. So, Luna is out with Munchkin, and I'm going to go up here so I can get a bit of privacy. I have the neighbours from hell. Anyway, I'm coming up to my spot. Oh man, do you know what? Sometimes I love Prince to death, but I do not understand why he likes to take a poop on my magic garden. Anyway, here we are. Let's go and sit on here. There we go. I'm shaded away from my next door neighbours. So before I go for my bath, I thought today I would do a talking video. As Luna always says, she's not drama channel. But today Luna thought she'd have a chat with you, get up close and personal, share some things that's getting on her boobs. I've got to say boobs. I'm going to say boobs on YouTube, or am I going to get in trouble for that? Ah, here he comes. He's after me Red Bull. He said, "Ooh, Red Bull, delicious." There you go, buddy. Say hello. Say hello, people, to YouTubes. So, the past 3.5 years, nearly 4 years, Luna's been going through some, shall we say. She's been having a lot of troubles. So, originally, Luna's channel was a journey channel. She was documenting her progression through, here he goes, he's having a mad dog, through conquering her agoraphobia. Go on, boy, give it some. That's it, boy, go on. It was all about tackling agoraphobia and showing how far we was getting with it. Luna has had to stop. So Luna decided, because she can't do her Salt Ash videos, and she loved doing those. Oh my god, didn't I love doing those? Go up, walk to the harbour, and I'd go and sit and film the waves coming in and out. And I'm going to try and describe this as best I can. So, for those who are not too sure, because one of my exes, him and his mother wasn't too sure what it was. It was assumed that it was just someone who doesn't like going outside. Agoraphobia, or as some pronounce it, agoraphobia, whichever you use. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. It is a horrific mental illness. Luna had been trapped in her bedroom for 14.5 years. She couldn't even leave to go into the garden. And it drives you insane. And if my language is really poor today, I do apologise. I am assuming it's a migraine, or at least Luna hopes it's a migraine. It feels like a brain tumour, to be quite fair, but no, it's probably just a migraine. So if I'm like on speeching, I am very, very sorry. So anyway, back to what we were yapping about. So Luna was trapped in her room for 14.5 years. All she seen was 4 walls. And what was social anxiety back then, Luna couldn't even talk to people online. Excuse me. And it was the day that Luna's cockatiel, there's a wee, there's a bee trying to eat me. Oh, see this here? It's our cockatiel's grave. His name was Takeshman, and I loved him so, so much. And I don't know what happened. Just as long as you don't bite me or sting me or whatever bees do when you're at home. His name was Takeshman. He was my baby. I loved him so, so much. And one night, he lost his battle. And now Keshi I believe it could have been some form of infection. And Luna didn't neglect Keshi. Luna phoned the vet as soon as she noticed there was something wrong. And she had an appointment for him ready for 3 days' time. We got to day 2. And sadly, Keshi lost his fight. And he passed away in my arms. And it broke me. And as you can imagine, you sob and you cry. But something happened to Luna mentally. I got up the next day and I thought, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. And I got up. And it wasn't anything spectacular. But I got up and I walked out the front door. And I walked up and down the path. I come back in. I was having a panic attack. And Luna's mum doesn't know how to deal with that. So she's screaming from Luna's father. And he comes here and says, "You all right, mate?" I says, "Yeah, I'm fine." He said, "You having a panic attack?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll have a coffee and a cigarette. I'll be all right." He said, "What did you do?" I said, "I tried to go outside." So instead of giving up, like I would have done in the past, I thought, nah. So I got up and tried the next day. Same thing, panic attacks. And before Luna knew it, it was payday. And she just got home, finished putting the food shop away. It was raining. And I thought, I wonder if I can. And I went and I started to walk around the block. And as I was walking around the block, I noticed everywhere I looked there were tulips. And that was Keshi's favourite flower. And I thought, is this a message from Kesh? I kept doing it. And then I bumped into this really nice postman. He just started to do his rounds on his post, whatever they call it, postman duties, Postman Pat and all. And we were talking, and he was a real nice guy, really friendly. And he said to me that he had mental health issues, and he was doing the same with writing the pros and cons in a diary. And it was a fantastic, absolutely fantastic moment. And it helped Luna with the agoraphobia to think, hang on a minute. There is some people that's not nasty. So I kept walking. So Luna's next challenge was to go up to King's Tammerton Woods, and I thought, I wonder. I mean, I'm not popular. Never have been. I'm a lone wolf, always have been. A hermit. I don't really like people, I'm not going to lie. I've had a lot of bad experiences with people, so I'm not too fond of them. And I thought, I'm probably never going to be famous. Oh yeah, I'll be lucky if I get about 5 subscribers, because I'm not a tech genius. But what if I film this? Even if nobody takes to it, I can sit there and I can watch it on the computer and I can see my progression as I'm going along, conquering this horrible agoraphobia. So I started off. I put them up, and I'm not going to lie, my first few videos, oh my God, a 5-year-old could have done better. So when I got this big plump chick, she left a troll comment, I thought, bollocks to you. At least I'm trying. And I went and had a look on her profile. That's where I found out she was plump. She was in a bed, just a blanket covering the old nipples with her glasses on, and she was the only one that had commented and obviously liked it. And I thought, oh, you're having a go at me. At least I'm trying. I never replied back to her, by the way. And it was the same with the old, bald guy in his wife beater Walmart t-shirt who called me a dumb as an orange purple octopus. I thought, yeah, right, look at the state of you, mate. I never replied back to that. I don't fall into the algorithm. Oh, I can't fucking say it. Algorithm. You know what I'm saying. I don't fall into that. So people like that, I don't bother reacting. I don't comment. Up your bum. Don't have to watch my videos, do you? You don't have to listen to my tribe. So I kept trying and trying. Oh, that's beautiful, that butterfly, man. So I kept trying with it. I thought, even if it's just for me. Yeah, and I found it quite useful. Filming it. I'm not the best filmer in the world. I ain't got the best technology. I've got a Windows 7 PC. I can't have a video editor. I'm using a JS6 Galaxy phone. But I thought, even if it's for me, whatever. And I was quite surprised when I started to get likes and people watching the videos. And as I was going along and I was filming it, it was helping to motivate me to try and go a little bit further. So I was going a bit further and a bit further and a bit further. And I got to the point where I was going up to Salt Ash. And then I thought, do you know what? Now we're at this point, I'm walking around Salt Ash like I used to do back before the agoraphobia got me. Why don't I try and go in the co-op? And I go in and I get myself a nice little treat tea with a can of Red Bull. Oh, fantastic. And not only did it help agoraphobia, but it helped the depression as well. It lifted that. So we're getting on all right. Things are going so well. I'm thinking, finally, maybe I can make something of myself. I'm doing productive things. I'm going to be out of this issue soon. And I can have the life I always desired. And then it happened. Started getting stomach pains in my left and right side. Lower intestines, just above the lower tummy. And I thought, oh no. IBS started going on for a while. So this very special person of mine, back along, regardless of the pandering to be moving to America, even though that was not something that would have been achievable at the time, but he couldn't wait. We ended up not speaking to each other anymore. So I'm not going into too much detail about that, because unless it's my next door neighbours, I don't name and shame. So that started happening, and of course, as we all know, down in Britain, if you're on the NHS, it's about as useful as wiping your butt on a wet paper bag with a hole in it. So I tried to get help. Got some IBS medication, I thought, right? Because I thought, perhaps, there's a B again, perhaps it is my IBS. Here he comes. Hello. So I went along with it, hoping that it was IBS. No, it was getting worse and worse and worse. And Luna was did he just pee in front of the cat? Oh, God. Luna was at the point where she thought she was going to die. Because she was sat up in her bedroom, laid on the floor, because she can't lay in her bed because of her noisy next door neighbours. And the pains were so bad. Luna couldn't eat. I dropped down to 5 stone again. My eyes were rolling. I had pains in my chest, my stomach. I could only pee once every 18 hours. And it was a hell of a fight to pull myself out of that. So I managed to get to the point where I managed to pull myself out. I fought my butt off. And I was having the pains, but I could kind of walk. It was manageable. So I'm still fighting to get help for this, because I thought, well, if it's gotten me in a state like that, it's probably something a little more than IBS going on. So I thought, got a blood test done, fine. I had a scan done, fine. I was blessed, I got that. Nope, not getting any better. Even though it come back clear, it's not getting any better, whatever it is. So, as we're going along, Luna's hoping it just sticks to that, and she thinks, okay, you know, I can't take any painkillers, I'm allergic to everything you buy over the counter. I'll try and get on as best I can, you know, put a positive attitude on. You can work your way around it. It's not impossible. There's people out there, Luna, that's got a hell of a lot worse than you have. Come on, get up. So I continued doing my ambient walking videos. And then I noticed a patch on my nose. That wouldn't go away. So I knew I couldn't get an appointment at the doctor's. So I went down to the local square and Luna went and talked to a pharmacist, and he was an idiot. Bear in mind, Luna's got phobia of cancer. She lost a lot of family members to it, as I'm sure a lot of other people have. But seeing that Luna was so young and an uncle decided to send a picture of her nanny before she died, just seconds before she died, it created a phobia. And this guy turned around to me and said, I can't check it. I haven't got the stuff. It's cancer. Go to the doctors. So I goes to the doctors. I'm thinking, oh my God, he's just told me it's cancer on my nose. Oh, and I'm freaking out. So we goes up. No appointments. Can't do it. Do e-consult. So we do. And for once, Luna gets a message back. So Luna's thinking, oh, you know, feeling a bit hopeful. For once, somebody's listening. Send us a picture. Send it to this link. So Luna spends ages trying to get a picture where it was clear. It was so hard, even though I got front-facing camera, it was so hard to get a clear picture of my hooter. But I managed to do it. Went to send it off, dead link. Dead link. So Luna's dad has a hoo-ha because we have to go down and see the surgery. So we goes down. Not my problem. Contact our team in Leeds. I said to her, I said, have you got the money for that? And she said, not my problem. I said, it is, because I can't afford to pay for that. I can't put money on my phone. Oh, well, nothing I can do. So I turned around, I said, all right, so you're going to, because bear in mind, this is what the pharmacist has said to me. I said, so do I take legal action against this surgery then, considering I've been told it could be cancer? Oh, we'll get you an appointment in 2 weeks. So they do that. And it's at a place where it's traumatic for Luna because she had a lot of bad times up there and she had to take someone with her because it was quite a distance. And as per usual, Luna's dad likes to be an hour, maybe 2 hours early. And this time it was 2 hours early because he decided to walk. He wanted to walk. So we got up there. Oh, just put your name and that in at the time or like 25 minutes before. Alright, so we're outside over an hour and a half, sitting in the park, having a Red Bull, a couple of smokes. Goes in, puts it on a screen, she runs up to us. Oh, we've had to change your appointment. We've put you in for 4 o'clock. Now bear in mind, this was like 11 o'clock in the morning, and Luna couldn't afford another 12 quid bus fare. So Dad kicked off, oh, not my problem. So we ended up going down the surgery, and again we had to threaten legal action. We spoke to the manager and managed to get an appointment. I was given some of this moisturiser cream and it made it worse. So I've been left with that. So as we're going along, I'm hoping it just stays to that. I mean, you know, don't spread across my face or anything. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, it can't get any worse. All of a sudden, toothache. The filling Luna had done many years ago had fallen out and now her tooth has gone black. and she can't get help for that because her dentist went private and she's got nowhere she can go. So that's fantastic. So I'm thinking, oh, for God's sake, what's next? So as I'm sitting there thinking what's going to happen to me next, I wake up one morning, severe pain in my hips and my lower back. So Luna can't walk very far now. So luckily enough, we've tried the consult again and Luna's managed to get an appointment for the 24th. And Luna's father's going to come with her, and he said to me that he's not taking any crap this time because it's gone so far now. He said, we're not leaving until they do something. It's gone beyond the joke, because now Luna started to do Princey videos and writing stories, because Luna loves to write stories. Writing and music's Luna's thing, and it's fantastic because you can go into a different world. You can escape all your problems. You can escape all the pain you're in, all the suffering. You can escape having a family that doesn't give a crap about you, oh, it's fantastic. Luna loves it. And now she's having trouble writing because the past 6 days we now have like someone pouring liquid lava down her head. Oh, here we go, B again. Liquid lava down her head, inside, tingling up the sides. She's got bump come up on the back of her head now. She's having trouble speaking, getting her words out for a minute. I can't walk very far. My balance is off, and it's like I'm bus-eyed all the time. I've got like distorted vision. I am determined to continue writing that story because I am on book number 2, and I am going to finish writing that. I will fight tooth and nail for it. I will. I will do it, and well, I'm just saying, I'm no Anne Rice. I'm no professional writer. I just write for fun, and it's like my little way of escaping the hell I'm in. And I do write it, and I do post it up, and it makes my day if someone takes the time out and listens to it, because Luna does put a whole lot of hard work into it. And when Luna writes, Luna doesn't use anything to help her. She has her notebook and she has her pen, and she just writes from there. I don't use any, I guess what they're calling AI generator. I don't use that. I refuse to. It's not my work. So I just sit there with my book and my pen, and I write whatever comes to mind, and I write about all my characters and such. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to have an attempt tonight to try, because obviously I've had a few days off with that, as my brain is not working properly. Whether it's a migraine or something else, I do not know. And it is a concern, since there is a bump where there shouldn't be a bump. That's a new bumper, Mr. Bumpy. So I'm gonna attempt to continue. And we have been having a few troubles with writing, considering Luna's got the neighbours from hell. They're crisps. And Luna, from the age of 25, has been doing... Oh, come on, Sloth, you can get the words out. Has been dealing with noise pollution non-stop, all day, all night. And I thought, I've got a little break. Nasty girl's gone now. Hopefully I can have a normal life again. No, They stuck the boy in next to me, and it is exactly the same. I was up until 3 o'clock last night, waiting for the little turd to start. To stop. Oh, there's my finger. That's real nice. You've just done like 25 minutes and you just stuck your finger in the camera. It's going to look like something a child's done. Congratulations. But yeah, it's a very difficult situation where Luna's living. Very difficult. I got idiots noise pollute me day and night. I got a family that's just ignoring the fact that Luna's in a very bad way. It was only today did they say, do you want to go up to casualty? And I said to him, I said, no, I don't want to do that. It's pointless. I said, look, I've got an appointment on 24th. I'll keep going and try and make that appointment. I don't want to be stuck up in a NHS hospital. Derriford's bloody filthy. They usually got blood all over the floors and on the bed and such. Oh, it's disgusting. You don't want to stay up in that hospital. It's, as my nan would put it, horrendous. But yeah. So that is what's going on with Luna. If I can get help, if I can get this fixed or controlled, I will go back and do my videos with my ambient walking and such. But for a minute, I'm going to stick to the Princey videos. I am going to stick to doing my stories as best I can. And by the sounds of it, it sounds like Luna's dad's locked her in the garden. So I'm going to have to go up that window in a minute and say, oi, Fatty, open the door. But yeah, I just thought I'd drop in, let you know what the channel was originally about. And what is going on. I keep getting attacked by bees! And what is going on right now. But hopefully we can do something about it. We can get something done about it. And Luna can get back on track. But that being said, Luna wishes you all a wonderful day and loves you very much. And whoever's sat there and listened to all my tripe right to the end of the video, or even has taken 5 minutes out of it, even 5 seconds, Luna really appreciates that. She really does. Because with what she's going through right now, she's feeling so alone. And she's feeling so down and out. And unfortunately today Luna could not. She couldn't do it. She couldn't put that, oh hey guys, I'm all happy and bubbly. But I will be attempting to do some more Prince videos in a minute. Or if I can't do it in a minute, I'll do it tomorrow. I will attempt that, and I will attempt to get back to the story. But that being said, I wish you all a wonderful day. And I'm not going to edit this, so all the jumping with the bees, all the finger in the camera, I don't care. It's raw. It's going to be as it's going to be. I'm just going to leave it raw. I'm just going to leave it real. So, there you go. But that being said, I wish you all a wonderful day. And Luna loves you all very much. And if you're going through shit like Luna right now, always remember there's some dopey ass sod, hello, that will care. That will sit and talk with you. That will try to pick you up in all genuine ways. Even if you feel like you ain't got no one. There's always someone who gives a crap. But anywho, I'm going to go and get my bath because I'm reading this Brighton Rock by Lewis Greene. Really, really old book. It's absolutely fantastic. I recommend trying that. So if you haven't read that and you like books, try that book. I recommend it. I'm halfway through. It's fantastic. It's something about mob and lots of murders and stuff. But anyway, I'm off. I'm going to have this bath. And Luna loves you very much. And we'll see you later.